straight from the Da Vinci Code. The Da Vinci Code is a book of fiction.
In the Bible, the Da Vinci Code.
The movie was a book of fiction. Dan Brown in the Da Vinci Code claims that the Council of Nicea had all these Gospels that they burned afterwards. That's just a lie. That is simply not true. In the Council of Nicea, they came together not to try to figure out what books belong in the Bible. Their question was,
What books don't?
is Jesus eternally the Son of God, or did he become the Son of God when he was at his conception? That was the question. They were trying to define, what does this Trinity idea mean? There's
Pagan! It's from a pagan.
They're asking, what is it, Trinity? And they did not, they came together, and no one doubted Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were the Gospels. They weren't looking at other Gospels. There were no other Gospels offered. They tried to figure out what does Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John teach about the nature of Jesus. And that's not, that is true.
I've never read it.
Let me ask you, what do you consider?
The Gospel of Thomas, written about 150 AD, the Gospel of Mary, the only Gnostic Gospels were not found until 1948 in Nag Hammadi, Egypt, and at the Dead Sea, near the Dead Sea area. But the Dead Sea Scrolls all predated Christ. They were not after Christ. They were BC. And when these Gnostic Gospels were found, some of the small minority sects at the time, some people say, oh wow, we found something might be interesting. It doesn't agree with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But the church never, we have plenty of history from the early Christians. And none of us acknowledged, followed, believed in those books. None of them. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were all written by people who lived contemporary with Jesus Christ. The Gnostic Gospels, the earliest were written in 150 AD, the latest about 350 AD. But Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were written between about 50 AD and 90 AD by people who were the contemporaries of Jesus. Matthew and John were there. Luke was a historian who did research. Mark, the nephew of Peter, and Peter would have told him that account. So there's vastly different.